Procrastination is the arrogant assumption that God owes you another chance tomorrow what he gave you today to do. If you clicked on this video, you probably felt like you've wasted the first 8 months of 2025. Your timeline is probably full of these videos talking about the great lock-in of September 2025. Well, in this video, I'm going to give you 5 areas of your life that you can focus on so that we can lock in and become the versions of ourselves that we really want to be before 2026. One thing that we often forget is that it's not always about our goals or our dreams or where we want to be, but it's more so about our systems. I think you can't really talk about changing your life without talking about mindfulness and becoming who you want to be spiritually. So mindfulness to me is a spiritual routine or a ritual that you do that allows your mind to be at ease and be at peace. So whether this means to journal every day, every night, to get up and pray. Me personally, I have a prayer closet that I pray in every single night. Whatever you need to do to create a healthy spiritual environment around you is what you need to do. Along with this goes with cleansing. So cleaning your area, cleaning your house, cleaning your car, cleaning out old clothes, cleaning out your friends, cleaning out old photos, videos, messages that may be tying you down to certain situations that you need to grow from. All of these examples are something of cleansing and keeping your mind at ease and at peace. A spiritual routine could also be going to church or going to a temple or going outside into nature and just feeling the sun on your skin. Something that gets you closer to a higher power or a higher being outside of just reality. And if you're okay mentally, you'll be okay emotionally and physically. So it all starts at your mind, it all starts at your spirit, it all starts at your soul. And the ultimate goal at the end of these 90 days is for our mind, spirit, soul, and body to all be one and cohesive. Another thing that goes along with mindfulness that I would suggest before you start or at the beginning of your lock-in period is to also write down the actual goals that you're trying to accomplish during these 90 days. There's no need to create a routine or change a routine or do something different if you don't know the direction you're going into. What is your end goal? What are you doing this for? So for me, I could literally write down, okay, I want to save $1,000 in 90 days. Or I could say, I want to lose 20 pounds in these 90 days. Visualize what you actually want to look like, how you want to operate, what does your surroundings look like at the end of these 90 days. And it's been proven that if you can see what you want, it's more likely for you to get what you want. Ultimately, when it comes to mindfulness, you're going to have to be able to find a routine or a system that helps your mind become at peace. Because when adversity or when opposition comes into the mix when we're trying to do something we never done before, it's going to be easy to slip back into our old habits and procrastinate, put things off, and not really do what we need to be doing to get the life that we want. So you have to make sure that your mind is in the right place before we start something like this. Now, one of the biggest things and the biggest challenges that I think I'm gonna have during these 90 days is changing my menu. To make it easier, maybe you meal prep on Sundays and then you eat your meal prep food throughout the week and then you eat out on the weekends. You have to remember that you want to tailor your diet to your needs. So if you want to gain muscle, make sure you're creating your diet or your eating plan to that. It's not just about what you put into your body. It's not just about the food. I'm also saying what you consume on your phone, what you consume on the television, what you consume from the people around you. So when you get on TikTok, are you going to watch fight videos? Are you going to watch baddies reclips? Are you going to watch Love Island recaps all day and all night? Or are you going to watch fitness videos? Or are you going to watch videos from people that are in the field that you want to work in and you're trying to get advice? That's also what I mean when I say menu. Choosing certain things to consume that is going to make you better in the long run. Taking out social media altogether, I'm against that because I like TikTok. I'm not even gonna maybe that's the area of my life I should take out, but I absolutely love TikTok. I create on TikTok, so it's kind of hard for me to completely take TikTok off. But again, everything is about balance and moderation, not only with your diet but what you consume. So maybe you should delete TikTok. But all I'm saying is watch out for what you consume. If you're always consuming negativity or you're consuming something that's gonna make you want to bed rot and not do anything, then you should not be on it as much. So you're gonna have to change your diet, change your menu so that you can change your desire for it and your appetite for it. So music Music transcends. Music is powerful. So I mean, for you personally, if certain music gets you to a certain mood, so if you know that if I listen to sad music at this time of day, I'm not going to want to accomplish this goal because I'm going to be paralyzed by my emotions instead of motivated by my goals, then yeah, you may need to cut that type of music out. If you know that listening to Megan Thee Stallion or Beyonce will make you feel motivated to go to the gym, motivated to get the body that you want, then that's what you need to listen to. Tailor your diet, tailor your consumption to your needs. Remember that it's all about moderation and balance. Rome was not built in a day, and your goals are not going to be here overnight, unfortunately. So do everything in balance and moderation, and understand that your goals will be different for the next person. So maybe you are going to have to cut out something that your friend won't have to do, and that's okay. Alongside with your menu, you also have to remember movement. Maybe your goal was, okay, I want to get into the habit of going to the gym 4 or 5 days a week, or I want to get into the habit of just walking 10,000 steps in a day. You want to get into the habit of moving. You have to figure out what works for you. So if that means having an accountability partner, find somebody that wants to go to the gym with you. If you need good music, invest in headphones. Invest in a good membership. Everybody has access to nature. Everybody has access to, for the most part, to sidewalks and streets to help them begin to get active. If you don't have weights at home, find like books or textbooks or certain bottles or certain items around your home that'll help you lift weights, right? This challenge right here is about not making excuses and doing what you always said you wanted to do, and taking out anything that prevents you from doing it. So hold yourself accountable and find different ways to make it happen. We need to understand how to maintain the system. I can use myself as an example. For me, the times that I do go to the gym at 4 o'clock in the morning, in order for me to do that, there's certain tasks I need to do to be ready for that. One of those is putting my workout clothes beside my bed so that all I have to do is literally slip them on. Another thing I have to do is put my iPad on my vanity that's across my room and have like 3 alarms. So that forces me to get up and turn them off. Another thing is going to sleep earlier than I normally do. I need to be asleep by 10:30. I need to be in the bed at 9:30. So that means I need to have dinner done. I need to have lunch packed if I'm taking it. Have tomorrow's clothes ready so I don't have to rush in the morning, and have all of my alarms set by 9:30 and be rubbing my feet together by 10. Hopefully I'm asleep by 10:15. And that's a system that I can do that works for me. Another thing, which is why I started this video off with mindfulness, I'm telling you, this has worked for me every time I've woken up at 3:30 to get to the gym at 4. Speaking life over yourself and speaking life over a situation will help things dramatically. If I fall asleep at 9:30 or 10 or 10:30 and I know I have to get up at 3:30, I'm literally telling myself,
I'm gonna get up at 3:30. I'm gonna be in a good mood. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna have a great workout. I'm not gonna bullshit. I'm gonna be in there and I'm gonna have a great workout, okay? I'm not gonna worry about people around me. I'm not gonna worry about rushing back to get to work on time. I'm gonna focus on being in the gym, and I'm gonna focus on my body goals.
if I tell myself that at 9:30 at night or 10 p.m. as I'm falling asleep, I bet you when I wake up at 3:30, I'm hitting it doesn't feel like 3:30 when I wake up, because I've already spoke life over the situation. And it's not false positivity. It's literally just speaking it into existence, because it literally happened. And that's why I believe in the power of God and the power of the tongue. So when I say start with mindfulness in your spiritual routine, start there first, because everything else will fall in line. Modify your system as needed, okay? Again, this is 90 days. This is basically a trial run for 2026. We're trying to do the best that we can to be disciplined, to be consistent, so that we can hit the ground running in 2026 without that period of New Year's resolution, because we're already there. There's nothing to resolve if we've already made the habit. I also say modify your environment and the people that are around you. I've seen so many people on TikTok that talk about this great lock-in, and they say, okay, see you next year. I'm not gonna talk to nobody for 3 months. If that's what you need to do to get to be the best version of yourself, then that's probably what you need to do. You may let go of some friends, let go of a relationship, let go of a job. Okay, maybe not let go of your job. Maybe I'm talking about myself. Maybe not let go of your job. If that's like your only way of income, whatever is preventing you from getting the life that you want, you might need to dial it back a little bit. Maybe not go out to the club every Friday and Saturday. Maybe you don't need to spend money every week on a seafood bowl. Maybe you don't need to buy a bottle of Don Don every week. Who knows? Like, whatever you need to get out of your focus to get the life that you want, you need to make that modification. And sometimes that's people. Sometimes it's the thing that you want the most. Sometimes that's TikTok. Sometimes that's Instagram. Sometimes that is YouTube. You can say you want it all you want, but how bad do you really want it if you can't take away simple stuff like TikTok, you know? Now I'm gonna leave you with this quote that I hope motivates you to a point that'll change your outlook on procrastination and getting the life that you want. And that is this: procrastination is the arrogant assumption that God owes you another chance tomorrow what he gave you today to do. I will see you next time. Bye.